Hello, Clearview family and friends. I want to thank you for being with me today. It's really great to be here. Beautiful scenery, a beautiful time of day. It's a beautiful feel of day. The temperature is perfect. Everything is just right. I've been distracted a couple of times during filming because my cameraman eyes keep bugging out at all the hogs across the lake over there, and we've been watching them for a while. But I also have been thinking that possibly you could look around and guess at where I am, and we would make this a little bit of a game. Maybe Sunday you could tell me where you think I am, and if you guess right, then you'll win the prize. So it's sort of like where's Waldo, only it's where's Dwight, and maybe next week I'll go somewhere else. You can figure that out. Get your Bibles if you don't mind. Turn to Matthew 5 and maybe get you some tea or something to drink, and we're going to Bible study for a quick minute. We are doing this and filming right here because of the light is very good. It's just right. Light is very, very important. Like when you flip a light on in a house, you go from darkness to where you can see. And we have to get the lighting just right so that you can see what I'm having to say and do for you every day or each week. But in Matthew chapter 5, we have the Sermon on the Mount, and starting in verse 13 and going through about verse 17, Jesus says, "You're the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be salty again? It's no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled by men." And then he makes another statement. You're the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and place it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on a stand so that it can give light to everybody in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before men so that they can see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. I want you to think about that for just a little while today. You're the light of the world. I had originally thought about talking about you're the salt of the earth and how valuable salt is. There was a time in history where salt was the same price as silver and gold. And we get the word salary from the word salt. But I want us to think even more about you're the light of the world. Jesus is basically saying we should shine so that other people can see God's glorious work. We should be like flashlights that people cut on, or lamps or lanterns that people light, and all of a sudden, though they were in darkness, all of a sudden they're able to see. You're the light of the world. Jesus wants his followers to be the type of people that when others see them, they are able to see the greatness and the glory of God shining in those people's lives. It's much like the story I heard about a preacher who was building a wooden trellis to support some climbing vines that he was going to plant. He was pounding away, and as he was working, he noticed this little boy that kept watching him. He never said a word. The preacher didn't talk to him, didn't say anything. He just kept on working, thinking all along that the boy would say something sooner or later, but the little boy never did. He just kept watching the preacher as he worked. And finally the preacher said, "Are you trying to pick up some good pointers on gardening or woodworking?" And the little boy said, "No, I'm just waiting to hear what a preacher says when he smashes his thumb with a hammer." The little boy was watching this preacher's light to see how it would shine when he smashed his thumb with a hammer. And it's always good for us to understand that people are watching us wherever we go, whatever we do. And that is because they are looking to see what kind of light we're shining. Jesus makes a statement at the beginning of this saying, "A city set on a hill cannot be hidden." And I want you to understand from that that we cannot hide our works from other people. They're watching. They're watching to see how we're going to act, to see how we're going to react. They want to know what type of people we are. And we can let the goodness of God shine in our lives so that others see God's goodness and understand that we serve a great God. Or if we act differently, they understand that we are not a reflection of Him and His glory, but we're a reflection of something else. So I want to encourage you. You are the light of the world. You and what you do, you and your influence cannot be hidden. You will influence people, and you need to let it shine so that they see God's goodness working in your life. I want to thank you for joining me today, and I want to invite you to join me again next week. See if you can tell me this Sunday where I am today, and next week we will come to you from another place somewhere in the East Texas area. Have a blessed day.